Okay, this is a recap for Wednesday, June 3rd. So, first thing I saw coming into the day is that we've already swept out previous day high and we left it here on ES with these relative equal highs. So we'd have a small SMT right here on the daily. From there, if we go to the 4 hour, we pretty much had 1800 open lower, but it was a little tricky to tell. You could argue that it opened higher as well. But if you look at ES, there wasn't much manipulation here above 1800. So I viewed this as an open low, which I need to go back to open. So here's 9 a.m. So especially looking at like ES, I viewed this as 1800 open low, even though we did have this SMT up here. Then what I saw in the 1 hour is we were pretty uncorrelated with ES was way down here and NQ was like way up here above 1800, so this was really weird. But what I wanted to see is just all these lows to get swept, and then for ES to sweep out this 4 hour low. Since we were so close to it, then we would have a 4 hour SMT, which would be pretty good. And I wanted to see on NQ either this 1 hour rejection block to hold, or just come lower and maybe hit this new day opening gap, which we already traded through, but maybe use this or this 1 hour rejection block right here, which is also, I think, a 4 hour. So that's what I pretty much thought going into open. It'd be really good if we just sweep out all these lows, right? All these stacked lows right here. Have an SMT with this 4 hour low. And then maybe ES hits this new day opening gap, something like that. And I pretty much just wanted to see open come lower. But what happened is right at open, we just go make a new all-time high and then come down. So this was kind of weird. And we still had like all these highs on ES, but we had another SMT here. So I just decided to wait and see, if we react off this 1 hour rejection block, or what do we want to do? So we come lower. I looked for something here because this was also, I think, OTE. Yeah, this was an OTE, the 1 hour range as well after sweeping all these lows. So this looked pretty good. But we just ran right through it. There's not even a 1 minute or anything. But maybe like a 3 minute, 5 minute out of there would have been good. So once we just ran past all of that, I got rid of this and looked at the 4 hour range. So from this low to this high. And that's when I saw that we had this 4 hour rejection block, which looked pretty good, which is also pretty good 1 hour rejection block right here. So we had the CE of this 4 hour, and we had this 1 hour, which we hadn't used yet. So I'll make this red. And on top of that, this was ES actually swept previous day low. So we did have like a big SMT here with this, I think this 4-hour low right here. Yeah. And then what I really wanted to see was for 10 a.m. to open lower and for ES to hit this daily fair value gap here or even this 1 hour down here, which would have looked really good for longs if we actually swept out all these lows here. And this is also a 4-hour gap. Here's the daily. Pretty small daily gap, but it would have been really nice to hit that. But we actually left it. And the first thing I saw out of this level here was this 1 minute. So we kind of edged the 4-hour CE there, but it's pretty close. It's close enough. And we also had the 4-hour OTE here and this old new day opening gap. So this 1 minute looked really good, and we never actually come back and hit it. So I didn't get in on that one. And then I decided to wait to see if there's going to be a 5 minute. I wasn't super sure about this, but now in hindsight, it looks pretty good, especially with this 1 hour. And we had this old 5 minute gap here. We had a huge SMT with previous day low. I was still just wanting for 10 a.m. to open and for ES to actually hit this gap that we left and resweep this low. So I wasn't super sure about this. But we eventually got a 5 minute, but we never tapped it as well. So that got left behind, this small 5 minute. But what I didn't see is this 3 minute here, which actually looks really good. So this would have been the trade, I think, the best trade today that I actually missed. This 3 minute. Which is off of this 4-hour rejection block. CE right here. Make it white. And this 1 hour, 4-hour OTE, and this old end dog. So, unfortunately missed this 3 minute, but that's okay. The stop was pretty big as well, but you would have entered here and maybe just target 1800, maybe a little bit less, because this is such a big move. But yeah, that's pretty much what I missed. Because if you look at 10 a.m., 10 a.m. opens right here. There's 10 a.m. and it actually opens lower into this 1 minute RB, which is off of this 3 minute RB, which is also off of this new day opening gap. So this would have been another entry after missing the 3 minute, but I also missed this because I still just was thinking like about this daily gap on ES. So it would have been really nice if 10 a.m. traded a bit lower and hits this and then maybe have another SMT, but pretty much is opened a little bit lower, not much manipulation, and then expanded higher up here. And from there wasn't really anything else to take. This was pretty much the only thing I saw. From there, we did have a 15-minute right here. Let me get rid of this. We had a 15-minute with 10 a.m., but we never really came down there. We kind of just chopped around for a bit, and then we eventually come down and you can see ES finally resweeps this low and hits the daily gap, almost hits this 1 hour, which is what I was looking for. Um, and we finally hit this 15 minute on NQ, but this was around 12. So I don't really feel like waiting that long for that. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, we pretty much dumped today though, for the most part. So maybe we come for these highs later because we do have all these highs here on ES, but we finally hit this daily gap. So yeah, we'll see what we do from there. Um, yeah, hard to say because we still have all these lows here on NQ. Um, but yeah, anyways, that's what I saw today, and I'll see you in the next one.